break is on a song called Big River by a band called Telecaster. I like it, so I thought I'd use it today. I have been all over the place this morning. It is Friday. I'm still not done. I will get there. I've got a couple of things I've got to do after I do this vlog. Linda and Aurora are headed to school to pick the kids up. I don't know what everybody else is doing, well, except Brandon and Nick are at work. Nick should be coming home in a couple hours. He's off for the weekend. He'll be going to church with me Sunday, most likely. Oh, man. I'm going to back up and tell you why I seem so out of sorts right now. I love wasabi, real wasabi, when I have sushi. And I had to take Brandon to work, and then I had to go to Walmart, and then I had to turn around and come back. I'm going to have to go back to Sooners. I left a couple of cane tips in there, and we have a popsicle emergency I got to solve. Coming back from Walmart, I stopped and got my sweetheart and my granddaughter each a cheeseburger thing you can nuke, and bought Linda some Keebler pecan sandies. They finally had some decent ones. Stuff at Sooners, when it's good, Sooner Foods, it sells out pretty quick. And so I got wasabi that's called the rainbow something or another, different colors of fish on top of it, and I doused it in I didn't use their soy sauce. I bought my own. I really like Kikkoman soy sauce, and I don't have a problem with salt. So I doused it, and then I took my chopsticks and picked it up, ate it. But the thing I did, which almost killed me, joking, was it had a big dollop of wasabi at the end of the tray, and I slathered that stuff all over everything, including one particularly big one on one piece, and I ate that, and my nose started to run, my eyes started to cross. It was hot, and I loved every bit of it. And I'm probably going to pay for it later when I go to the toilet, but man, it was good while it lasted. I'm going to do this vlog, then I'm going to head on back over to Sooners and get popsicles, and then get my cane tips I left. Bo said they found them in the parking lot. I don't know. My phone's been ringing off the hook this morning. I've got a backlog of calls on my business phone and on my little throwaway phone. Well, I hate calling this thing a throwaway phone, because let me tell you something. Like I told my best friend Jerry, I can get a phone call anywhere on this, but it's strictly for family and close friends. I don't give the number out. I tell you what, that wasabi was so hot it made my ears ring, and I'm not joking. I'm not talking tinnitus. I mean just like that, and it was great. I gotta get some more. You can't buy it, and that's the problem. They don't have it at a Walmart. I looked. They hit the closest thing to it at to it is this horseradish I haven't opened yet. Wasabi that they grate to make the stuff for Japanese and Chinese food, Japanese especially, is only found on the eastern steppes of Russia, in the Korean Peninsula, and in the eastern part of Japan. They take the rhizome or the stem and they grate it down to make their green stuff that I love to eat. I mean, it's. I'm thinking about seeing if I can import some, and that sounds funny. I haven't looked. My breath would, right now, probably would kill a dragon, an actual fire-breathing dragon. If I breathed on it, it would fall over dead. It's something else. It's 2:28 in the afternoon, and I just now got to the office. I ate breakfast, which consisted of sushi and a wasabi. No, it doesn't. I just lied. I didn't mean to. My mind's going. Whew. Earlier this morning, when Brad and I were heading out, we bought a breakfast burrito with hot salsa and got a that, and I don't know what Bo ate, and then later I had the wasabi from hell. I mean, it was hot. And the sushi. I'm trying to be as judicious as I can with everything and everybody. Come on in, I'm doing my vlog.
I'll holler at you when you're done.
Huh?
I'll holler at you when you're done.
I'll be done in about 5 minutes. Anyway, I want to relate a story about kindness, really and truly. And it's has to do with yesterday when I picked the grandkids up from school. Aurora was with me. She was in the truck, and a grackle landed on the hood of the truck. And she said, "That's my friend." And it did seem to know her. She explained it had a toe that stuck out like that because it had wire wrapped around it, and she and either by herself or friends got the wire off of it. I don't know if anybody's ever tamed a grackle, or I don't know. I'm not a bird guy. I'm extremely allergic to bird dander. That's why I don't have pet birds. It'll never happen again. I had them at one time, about killed me. Now, I didn't make it to the dinner last night. I had too much going on, but from all reports it was really great and it was very successful. I'm looking forward to church Sunday. Nick will be going with me, maybe Linda. And then tonight I've got a few things I've got to do still on my Friday stuff this afternoon. And I'm going to attend to that. Let me get me some lens wipes. I live by these things. Even though the only actual glasses I wear are reading glasses, my sunglasses are a prescription for light density. And my brother Chris made a comment, and he thinks they're polarized. They're not at all. They're called oil lenses, and smoke oil lenses, and I gave my son Nick one of my old pairs, and he gave it to my brother Chris. He loves his Uncle Nick, or his Uncle Chris, which is good. Everyone needs to be loved. But I'm having more and more difficulty seeing in light that's bright. I have to wear these. Pretty soon we're going to enter fall, autumn, and it'll cool off significantly, and the clouds will start rolling in. We'll have rain, and I highly suspect that this year we're going to have a wet winter. The reason I say that, we had an extremely wet June and July. I mean, the grass was still green. We were getting rain a lot. We're in a drought now. I mean, the ground's starting to crack. That's normal August stuff. October-ish, thereabouts, it'll start firing up. We'll have our fall thunderstorms, and we're liable to have a lot of ice. So I've got to fuel up the generators, make sure they're running before it gets too out of hand. Get propane for the mister heaters, maybe buy a new mister heater, all that. Well, folks, I got to get off of here. I'm running late. I'm having a rough day physically. My good friend from Florida, Chris Kimball, said I look like I'd been road hard. Brother, you don't know the half of it. You're correct. I have been. My wife's worried about it, but there are just things that nobody else in the family can do. I know that sounds like an excuse, but it's not, because the one guy that can actually go do it works all the time, and that's Nick. He's the most responsible son I have. They're all responsible. They're all trying as hard as they can, you know, but he's the most responsible. Well, folks, you got to get off of here. Remember, God loves you. He does, and He blesses you, whether you want to admit it or not, and you need to thank Him. Know this crippled old man loves you. I do, with everything I've got to love you with. Like the sign up there says, be kind. Always and ever be kind. Bye.